Yeah, kind of ties into the question, which case you had Poch on when you have a ban on.
Oh.
Wow, okay, Disciple is coming out to play, Poch.
So it's not just Swam that has a disciple, and Swam bring out the disciple also at Red Church. It seems like their hunters are just well coordinated, because you'd think that because it's PPJA that's up, it's Swam that's up, they have specific hunters, but it seems like they've been training with each other, and that's the advantage of bringing two hunters in your team to some really wanted to secure points, leaving themselves a little bit overextended with this disciple. I think it was one in Ever Sleeping Town, I recall.
There you have it, folks, in which case we're heading into it. First half of the third game for our first semifinals match of the day. This disciple is now on the prowl. Very crucial this time around, getting the points, because even just 1 point, as Poch said, could make or break a team. And let's go ahead and see if PP Shaw has it in him.
Yeah, carries the tension, so he's really banking on that if ever it's going to take that late game, because PP Zhao would definitely want to be able to down some survivors. Did carry teleport, but already got a little bit of presence and found the mechanic stall, and now tries to find a target here, but wow, able to leech onto the coordinator, though. Gonna get that hop in. Oh wow, excellent bait there of the flare gun, utilizing the real estate of Red Church. Gets a bit of just a sniff of where his most optimal target is to use the teleport, and looking for it. He does spot Billy, though, but we've known Billy to be such a slippery survivor.
Indeed, and oh my gosh, so far, yeah, looks like the commit will continue. Looking at how ciphers are progressing, decent so far. Not okay. Actually, decides to just go turn instead. I like this move though. By constantly looking at where these ciphers are moving around, especially on a map like Red Church, at least you have these survivors constantly rotating.
Yes. I just, yeah, rotation was definitely important. I think Billy was able to grab the attention, because this was the target he was originally looking for when he got that teleport. Wanted to get the mechanic, because he does not want to worry about Cypher Rush, and now gaining more presence here. 2 injured survivors, but the mechanic stall was placed somewhere. So definitely, if T will be chaired for the first time, he will be still pushing those ciphers. Now YJJ, the graveyard in the area, we do see that the mechanic doll is here in graveyard. So now he is piloting it to try to get some distance away, but T just gets his mechanic doll swipe. PPJA doing some cleanup and working on his first survivor being shared.
Yes, indeed. And you know what? Patience really worked out here for this disciple in the end, and not a moment too soon, because these survivors from XROCK already have a significant amount going on. We already see 2 nearing the pop, and 2 more which are somewhat underway. A little bit of progress halfway, as well as one that just got started, but it's all good. YJJ though, preparing for that rescue, and up they go.
Wow, okay, good rescue there, and T was managed to, avoid the cat. So T is transitioning to the red carpet here with some Tide Turner, so gonna buy some time for him to pop that last effort to move towards a better location, so that they'll be able to push the Cypher at Graveyard. But the Tide Turner was exhausted by that Gravekeeper, as well as him being injured. So it seems like if they're gonna go for that second save, it will be the forward rotating and making his way towards the reception side of this map.
This is still very good though, nonetheless, for XROCK. The fact that mechanic still has halfway through, that's a lot of luxury that they can still work with, even as minimal as it is. And there you said it, Clutch, you called it. Billy just already making his way through. The leap comes in. Actually, wow.
Wait a minute. Oh, wow. Excellent placement. So that cat eats that hit. But now we see the stun come in from Billy. Did you see the sharp turns he was able to do? And we are seeing a teleport come in, because PP Zhao wants to be able to defend that last Cypher at Graveyard. They banked everything on this last Cypher, so he will be defending it with his life. Gravekeeper gets a cat bite on him. Does not have any more shovels to work with. We are seeing another downed survivor.
Yes, indeed. And take note, there is someone lingering around the graveyard, but YJJ isn't going to have that. Going to decide to bring this Gravekeeper to an area where he could hit 2 birds with 1 stone. Look after the survivor, look at that Cypher with some pretty good progress. Now, what is the plan going to be for XROCK? Looking at things, they're going to try to take it slow, knowing that they have a lot of time on this for this Gravekeeper being on the chair, since it is his first. So just going to try to, working on the Cypher wall. SXY will be on distraction.
I love the passing of roles here, because T was able to get healed up during that sharing time, and now T will be the one to go for that save. Mechanic will be on the case here, going for the save. And take note, he already used up teleports, so that does buy some time for that save and for YJJ to try and get to a better location. T will be eating this first hit just because, again, yeah, she is the most healed up. She has seen the chairs, so this is going to be very dangerous for her to buy some time. We do see that the forward is popping that cipher towards the another side of the map. PP Ja again just zoning in on this terror shock from this mechanic, and we are seeing that the forward is almost 70% completed on this cipher.
Yes, indeed. But at what cost right now, Butch? Because this will be sayonara to mechanic, but you know what? The sacrifice is very much respectful because it did give quite a bit of time for this forward to work on another cipher. That does give them the opportunity of
Teleport.
Yeah, the teleport though.
Oh my gosh, excellent teleport there, but you did see that the Gravekeeper and the Coordinator were healing up. So they are trying to manage the resources, but the forward will be falling down. I believe the Gravekeeper and the Coordinator have already, they all have seen the rocket chair except the forward. This will be their first one. YJJ and SXY, again, trying their best to save, but oh my gosh, the basement rescue will be all the more harder. Coordinator is saved, not injured anymore, so I think the Gravekeeper will be on cipher popping duties while the Coordinator will try and attempt to sneak her way to make that save.
Yes, and oh my gosh. Yeah, XROCK, they have to make a decision here. Are they gonna try to get that save because they want to try to escape with bigger numbers? But it's easier said than done. So it is a survivor in the basement, and SXY just kind of weighing in here.
Yeah, she's definitely just staying in this area just to make sure that PP Ja does not try and go to the cipher and disrupt it. But SXY gonna dash in to go for that save. The Gravekeeper is already priming that cipher. Teleport has already been exhausted. About 20 minutes. We're gonna see probably a fall down hit. PP Ja just waiting. Oh wow, the forward tried to go for the stun. Unfortunate for him though. Goes back to a better position here to avoid that hit. And we're gonna try to see the escort of this forward as well as the Coordinator. Now again, it's just a who's gonna blink first situation. The fall down hit is gonna go for the Coordinator. Billy still trying to escort his way out of here and has a little bit of football left to contain as much as possible. Jumps the window to try and buy so much time for his teammates because PP Ja does have detention and wants to try to go for Billy, but making his way towards the red carpet just to try and defend this exit game war.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, YJJ is in the vicinity, gonna try to play around here, but unfortunately the hold comes in and down he goes.
Well, look, on the other side of the map, the back exit, the forward has made his way, but teleport will be a factor here. This is why the Priestess was so dangerous and great ban from PP Ja here. We are seeing the Gravekeeper going back to the manor. Teleport will be used, but they decided to hide. So PP Ja still is a hunter with detention. The tie is looking all the more unfavorable on the side of XROCK. Can they try and wait out detention to try and open this gate? The Coordinator is heading towards the red carpet. Will she try and commit towards opening that exit gate because PP Ja is in the area?
Oh, and looks like PP Ja already gonna... No, actually, that was a very sneaky Coordinator. PP Ja trying to figure out where these survivors are, but okay, looks like is in the right direction right now. Gonna be scary.
The dungeon is not there, so SXY is in the radar of PP Ja, trying to get as much away as possible. I believe the forward is already the exit gate. The cat bite is gonna happen. PP Ja just has to close in on his third survivor if he'll be able to. Coordinator has some a pallet to work with, but no resources. One more hit, plus he has detention, so it doesn't matter if he's able to last as long because PP Ja just one hit away from downing this Coordinator. Use the stun. Excellent timing, and PP Ja downs the Coordinator.
And with that, folks, finally a shift in power, or points actually, as
He's not here, so I wonder which survivor he'll be going for. as we lock in. Perfumer, we did see Perfumer yesterday, and I would say Perfumer is best decoder of yesterday because the Hunter did not pay attention at all to this Perfumer that was presented yesterday, and she had like a 300% decoding. So yeah, definitely a slippery target, can buy a lot of time since we do have the ban of one of the most devastating chip damage hunters. And we are seeing the Wildling come in, which can definitely harass and help save some chairs. But 445 bringing out his Cowboy. So this is quite interesting because he is known for this. Grizzly has championed this time and time again. Are we going to see this Cowboy? Because again, match number 3, you got to really dig deep in your survivor pool.
Definitely do. And I mean, great on... Oh. Okay. Okay.
Look at us talking up a storm and the Cowboy's not even chosen.
Darn it. I was so ready for that Cowboy, by the way, but I would agree with this pick as well. Sure, Gravekeeper, like we said, we're going for the win condition of longevity to try to get at least 2 survivors out of the gate, and this is a good way to play towards GG building tempo on their own side as opposed to allowing Afu to get the tempo on his.
And they're locking into this pick. Lots of staying power here. I would say the Priestess would be the most viable, just exhaust her portals, but then again, if she's found in Church, and Church being the center, you can actually ask for support from the Wildling, support from the forward, or the Gravekeeper to body block. It's going to be quite tough, the rotations, and Afu is bringing out his signature Axe Boy, ladies and gentlemen. Here and now, we are seeing Afu make his last stand. Can he stay on? Again, the win condition for him is either to take it to overtime, get a 3-1, and try to keep this train going, or go for the full 5.
To merit them a win, to book XROCK's ticket in
Church. Afu's legendary Axe Boy spawning right beside Graveyard, trying to find the most optimal target, but then again with these flame snipes and the peaceful pines to just deter the kiting, this is definitely a really feared Axe Boy. And Zizai, okay, being one of the most optimal targets, and we're seeing detention as well as trump card being carried, as well as blink, so he is favoring aggression to chase down these survivors. Afu now trying to zone in on this Priestess, trying to go for that quick snipe of that flame, but not quite, baiting the Priestess to go for this pallet, and just breaks the pallet right away, while we see the Zizai make her way to the Church, which is one of the best friends of this Priestess. Can he make it in time before he's able to jump that? No, oh, able to just hit him. Zizai not fully committing to that window jump, and eats that hit in the process.
Yes, oh man, all this... What is that? Candy, marshmallow, rope? Whatever it is definitely... Look at that.
The snipe was so close, but Zizai so good at able to dodge it. Man, that was real close, but Afu using that speed buff to close out the distance. But this is what we're talking about, Articuno. The Holy Keys are buying some stuns in for them to be able to get time away from being harassed with these ciphers.
Yes, and it's just going to be ring around the rosy, but you know what? Afu has had enough of it. He is not wanting to deal with it anytime soon, but Kukao is in the area, so have to be a bit more careful here. Is he going to commit towards the pickup? Not quite yet.
Watch out, the flame snipe's about to come in, scaring away Kukao, but Kukao not using his football, so that is a win. Oh, about to use it right now. Is he ready? Oh, goes for the stun. Excellent timing by Kukao, able to prolong the Priestess's kite, and Afu, the stun took forever, and now just wants to be able to try to swipe away at Kukao, but Kukao, again, using the football to gain so much distance, and he is buying so much time away from the Priestess, and this Priestess is long gone because the Gravekeeper is healing up that Priestess. So excellent resource management here on the side of GG.
Yes, indeed. And the chase still continues. Take note, we still have 4 very healthy survivors. You know what? Scratch that. One slightly healthy survivor, one less than healthy, actually, yeah. And yeah, Kukao gonna suffer that first hit, but still.
Oh wow, this flame snipe just when he was getting on that pallet. Good timing there. Wanted to go for that Priestess, but he can definitely settle for this forward. Still in the 2-minute mark of this game. You know, the cipher progress have been decent, so Afu slowly building that momentum, and now they have to commit towards something, going for a no camp strategy because he does have the restful roads to to try and close out the distance between these two areas of the graveyard as well as the red church, but the red carpet. But then again, you have to note the win conditions. Are they going to go for that save or just keep the forward there and just go for the tie?
Well, what's interesting is that we have the wildling kind of in the vicinity, wreaking a little bit of havoc and a distraction. Avu charges in for the hit. Actually, this is out, but can still try again. Just can go for the next one. Okay, there you go. Gonna be dismounting for a bit to allow Kukao that moment, and the last effort will pop up. However,
Oh, he switched to peepers. Okay, interesting. He just wants to go for a camping strat here. And now uses the restful road just to find more distance, close more distance away from the forward. Forward makes the jump there, but you know what? He will just try to gain as much time as possible, falling down in this corner because this is going to be his last chair away from the rest of the ciphers that are being popped. Two are primed already. Articuno, actually, you know, one is already primed. They already popped that last one for the one cipher remaining, so Afu really needs to do in the work here. Oh,
yes.
They pop it.
Yes, I mean, with all the possibility, you have 3 very healthy survivors, not to mention Peeper was put onto Afu, so he's going to have to rely on his sheer speed for these transitions. Now, big question, can GG manage to get more than one out?
Gets the flame snipe on that wildling, but again, a wildling is so it's such a headache for hunters to chase when she's on that board because he can eat a lot of those hits and buy so much time, and buying time he is because the priestess is over on the other side of the exit, and he did switch to peepers, so he will have to use the restful roads as well as these flames for him to be able to close out that distance. And we see that the wildling is transitioning away from red church.
Yes, indeed. And
Oh,
this
red
is
carpet.
this is gonna be huge for GG, in which case Afu is just fully preoccupied. And take note, to add
Dungeon.
more.
It's done.
No.
Wow. Again, they were